Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Brezzy B making his Week 5 picks for the NFL. Yeah, last week, that was a rough one for me. I mean, it was rough. But this week, Thursday night game tonight, you got Minnesota versus Green Bay. I think Green Bay has really kind of picked up a notch with their overall team. And I'm going Green Bay tonight's Thursday night game. Then you got a slate of Sunday games. You got Pittsburgh versus Jacksonville. We all know this is an easy pick, Pittsburgh all the way. Pittsburgh's been kind of bulldozing people here lately. So Pittsburgh it is. You got then Buffalo versus Detroit. I'm going to call it an upset on this one. I just think Buffalo's going to get it done somehow. Go Buffalo over Detroit. Then you got Chicago versus Carolina. Chicago is kind of on a downhill trend a little bit. I'm going to go with Carolina, and of course I'm going to go with Carolina being a Panthers fan. Carolina over Chicago. Then you got Houston versus Dallas. Now Dallas has shocked me a little bit with their play this year. They're a little bit better than I predicted. I thought they would be. But I think Houston is maybe starting to get a couple of things together. Even though I can't stand Kirkpatrick, I think he's a garbage quarterback. But I'm going to pick Houston. The reemergence of Foster and just their weapons on the outside, and they've got a really good defense. So, like I said, Houston over Dallas. Then you go Baltimore versus Indianapolis, and Baltimore, just kind of like Pittsburgh's been rolling some people here lately. I don't think Andrew Luck has enough to beat Baltimore. Going Baltimore over Indianapolis. Then you have Atlanta versus the Giants. I'm gonna go with the Dirty Birds on this one. I'm gonna go Atlanta over New York just because. Then you got Cleveland versus Tennessee. I think this is gonna be a really tight game. I'm not sure if Whitehurst is going to continue being the quarterback or if Locker is seriously hurt. I hadn't really looked into it much. But I'm going to pick Tennessee over Cleveland. And I think the Browns are still the Browns. Like I said, Tennessee over Cleveland. Then you go St. Louis versus Philly. I think St. Louis has a really good front seven. But I think Philly just has too much firepower. Yeah, they do start off slow, but they really can get it going, in that second half. And I think that's really what's going to help them out in this game. So, like I said, Philadelphia over St. Louis. Then you go to Tampa Bay versus New Orleans. Now, I believe this is in the Dome in New Orleans, and New Orleans plays fantastic at home. Tampa Bay's gotten a little bit better, but overall, I think New Orleans is a better talented team. So I'm going New Orleans over Tampa Bay. Then you have Arizona versus Denver. Again, Arizona has a really good defense, has a great running back, has some weapons on the outside, but not like some teams. But I just think Denver is just too much of a team. So I'm going Denver over Arizona. Then you go San Fran versus Kansas City. Now, I know the majority of analysts and stuff, or whoever Vegas is picking Kansas City. But I think San Francisco kind of gets things together this week and beats Kansas City. So the 49ers over the Chiefs. Then you've got San Diego versus the Jets. No brainer. I just think the Jets ain't got it. I mean, the Jets ain't got it this year. They need to get them a franchise quarterback because Geno is not it. Vic is getting old. I mean, he's still good, but he's just getting old. You got to get somebody in there that's going to be able to run that system. So San Diego over the Jets. Then Cincinnati versus New England. Now, this is really kind of a toss-up, but just as far as the way Cincinnati has been playing really good this year. But I think New England I think Tom Brady can get it done. New England over Cincinnati. Then you got the Monday night game. You got Seattle versus Washington. Now, I think Washington's team is doing a whole lot better with Cousins in there. compared to what RG3 is. And again, Washington, kind of in the same boat as the Jets. They need a franchise quarterback that's going to be able to take them to place, take them to where they want to go. But Seattle's defense is way too much for Washington. Seattle does have a decent offense as well. So, I mean, this is the easy one. Seattle over the Redskins. So, there are my Week 5 picks. Y'all have a good one, and I'll talk to y'all later.